What's going on, Medicine Show, Baltimore? I said, what's going on, Medicine Show, Baltimore? It is so beautiful to be here and to see you all, man. So, this evening, my story will be about Station North. As she said before, primarily from the comedic aspect and standpoint, because I'm a comedian myself. Back in 2017, I started the Baltimore Comedy Festival, and instead of hitting you with a story, I'm gonna just take you on a walk and a stroll of what it was like before Omarion and coronavirus, and as my father likes to call it, the co-virus. Station North is comprised of over 40 bars, restaurants, galleries, and venues. One of the small businesses is the Baltimore Comedy Festival. Every single year, we host 100 comedians, and 60% of them are from outside of the DMV area. We wanted to think about something fun to represent the city when we first started, so our logo is a dead rat. And then the next year, the rat got healed. And then the following year, he started dating a young lady. And then coronavirus happened and they got vaccinated. So look out for 2022 rat this year coming for you. So let's go on a stroll doing comedy. Back, I say right before coronavirus hit, you used to be able to hit 4 open mics in one night on North Avenue. Now, somebody know what I'm talking about. You heard it. Yep. We land at Joe Square. Somebody like Judah Friedlander from 30 Rock might be doing a show. Umar Khan might give him a call and say, come on in. Umar Khan started that room. You go inside Joe Square, you never know what you may end up seeing. It's like a weird, hippie, cool kind of vibe. Like, for instance, you might end up sitting beside somebody and eating pizza and look over and that's the same homeless person you just gave $2 to outside. And everybody's friendly, you know? And they look at you like, yeah, it's me, it's me. So we leave Joe Square, and we're walking down the street. Now, we can pause it right here, because this location, those of you all that know, is the infamous, most dangerous McDonald's you will ever see in your life. Like, this is the part on your journey when your friends that's like here for the comedy festival, just doing comedy from out of town, you stop and you be like, make sure whatever in your pocket is in it once we pass this location. You don't know what may end up happening. We can keep rolling. The cool thing about this location is no matter how dangerous it is, no matter what done happened there, you're gonna find yourself there one day for lunch eventually, you know? Don't be ashamed. Now, right at this spot, something cool, and this is the charm of our city. This is the beautiful part of the neighborhood. Pause it right there. Right above, right there, that portrait you saw there was Amy Sherrill. You can keep going. Amy Sherrill also painted the Michelle Obama portrait in Station North at Motor House. A little 2 points for you there. So now we walk across the street, and I want to take a pause, not necessarily right here, but we're going to get to this corner. We're going to get to a location that back in the 70s and 80s hosted comedy on North Avenue. And it was a premier venue for black artists to be able to come, have a good time, chill out, enjoy themselves, dance, as well as do comedy. And since we're in Black History Month and I'm taking you on this journey, I had to, for the OGs, give a special shout out to Odell's. And you know, that was before my time. So I wanted to bring a good friend of mine and also a great person and a great advocate to the arts community here in Baltimore City to explain to you, someone that was flesh and blood in that location. Make some noise and give it up for the outstanding Julie King.
Hey, everybody. That's me. I was a little nerdy straight A student with glasses, and then I discovered Odell's. I got my mother's "You Know If You Belong" card, got my fake ID, and me and all my friends, we made that trot from West North Avenue to East North Avenue. We walked over that bridge, we went to Odell's. We stood in that line without clothes that we had on layaway all week, for Thursday night when we got to Odell's. We stood in that line, and we got in there, and we had to get past Jackie. If Jackie gave you that nod, you knew you belonged. We stood in that line, we got inside, Jackie gave you that nod. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, once we got in. One day, my brother went with us. We had this pact. When we go across this bridge, whoever don't get in, don't get in. We see you when we get out. We get in Odell's. I got the nod. For some reason, she liked me, and my brother didn't get in. Hour later, I see we on the dance floor, and here he is. It's not over. He went home and changed his clothes. She let him in. We used to sit in those little carpeted little booths and drink that little punch that tastes like, it came out the little fountain, and it tastes like snowball flavor with ice in it. But we were like, we had danced our little butts off. We was getting the time of our life. And you know if you belong if you got in Odell's, and that was my coming of age story with Odell's on North Avenue.
One more time for Julie King. All right, so we strolling now. Now, this is a location we all know. Now, this is not necessarily where we're about to walk past a comedy venue. It's more so like a everything venue. See, on this spot, yeah, y'all know what I'm about to talk about. And it is named appropriately. The Why Not Lot. And it's so cool, man. We be doing anything there. You be like, hey, let's go do yoga tail jokes, and somebody gonna do backflips. Why not? Yeah, man, it's cool. I remember one time on the way walking to the Crown, with some comics we were walking, and one was from New York, one was from Connecticut, and they just got off stage. We standing outside the Crown, and the next thing you know, some woman walked past, off the street. She had her cart with her, she saw Jim. She said, you got a couple of dollars you can spend? And the guy from New York goes, oh, I only use my money for art and food. Being a smart, what I'm saying? And after that, she looked him straight in the face, eye contact, and said, what about dance? And kept eye contact. Within 2 seconds, she dropped right down to a stripper split. Kept eye contact, stripper split, whole time, And then got back up and was like, I was like, that's Baltimore. Pause it right there. If you've ever been to the Crown, you know who that is. Now, the cool thing about this dude right here, Tony, good and well, it's like he's too good at it. You ever met somebody like wake up with the security shirt on? Like, that's what they do. Tony will ask you for your ID no matter how long you've known him. I'm pretty sure Tony asked his best friends for ID. Like, Tony will see you walk in and recognize you and be like, hey, you the funny man. Yeah, man, I seen your show last time. Good stuff, man. Let me see your ID. You'll be like, you know me. But yeah, the Crown, man. And the thing I love about the Crown is the diversity, the type of people you'll see, the type of shows you'll see, the Micah students that come through and make it even weirder, but we love it. And look at that right there. Look at that audience. How diverse is that? It's like whatever song come on, 50% of the room gonna dance, So now we're leaving the Crown, and we're bopping. We're on our way, heading right on North Avenue, trying to go down to North Avenue Market. Now, North Avenue Market, back in the day, those of you all don't know, used to be a market that was more so designed like Lexington Market. Way back, and it was a bowling alley on the second floor towards the back. Now, in the last few years, a gentleman by the name of Michael first started an open mic, and that became one of 4 of the mics that we could visit on North Avenue. Michael Furr is an outstanding dude, and he is a large proponent to the LGBTQ scene in the city of Baltimore and in the arts community. And also, he hosted Pride Baltimore 2 years in a row. He has one of those personalities where you're going to hear him before you see him. Like, as soon as you walk in, he's going to be like, hey! And you're going to be like, Michael, I'm right here. We've been here for an hour. Like, that's his personality. I love Mike, and usually by the time you get to Station North and you leaving up out, usually by the time you get to North Avenue Market, you've done your set. You've done 3 comedy sets that night. By that point, you usually want to end it off. There go Michael Furr, I told you. He's a fun person, man. I love him. By the time you get out of your 3rd mic, you're starting to wind down, you're pulling out your notes, and you head down to the headquarters of the Baltimore Comedy Festival. Every Wednesday night, we have an open mic that hosts 15 to 25 comedians, and I love that location. That's the city that birthed everything that we do. That's usually where we end our night off because that's the latest going open mic. And other than that, welcome to Station North. Welcome me to your neighborhood next time you get a chance. My name is comedian Ivan Martin. And I have a few people from the neighborhood that want to say, welcome to Station North.
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 Hello, Baltimore. Welcome to Station North.
Thank you all very much.